What up? What up? What up? All right, there we go. Mic's working. How we all doing? I don't know. This is like my main chart. I've been, we've been working on this chart for a long time. I wanted to show the pie chart today. Show right where we're at the 111. We talked about this pie chart on every stream, how important it is after the halving. We tend to kind of retest that. We'll go over that as well. See, I got another couple good charts here. This is a good chart as well. All right, so let's get started. We got obviously a very important close. Don't think people realize the kind of situation we're in, right? We got a lot of space here. Right? Let's put it that way. We got a lot of space here, and we just lost this support. We just started kind of expansion. I'm going to get rid of a lot of the notes here, but we just started this expansion out of this zone right here, right? And no matter how you draw this, it doesn't look good, fam. Okay? And I'm trying to find kind of some bullish reasoning. I do think this is a little bit of a dead cat that we're seeing right now, which is unfortunate. I really want to be... I want to definitely be looking for long sooner than later. The sooner the better. But again, this is kind of what we're looking down the barrel of a gun, fam. Okay, so we have really there. I don't see a world in where they're gonna save this, but we have the daily here. Okay, we lost that daily. Easiest short of your life was that daily right here. Okay, we dropped down here. Hit some support here. We'll talk about this support. We got a little bit of support there, a little bit of support there on like the 8 hour. It's even lower than that. The 4 hour. Yeah, we have some 4 hour support here. So that's what they basically held, which is something. All right, fam. They basically held this 4 hour. Don't get me wrong. We're getting a pretty strong close here, but realistically, until we get back into this zone, and really it's going to be acceptance on the 4 hour above these wicks right here. So basically above 59.6 is the number. Historically, that's the number. I could go back to 2021 and you could just trace back this number back to 2021 and see how important this 59.6 was as far as kind of bearish retests here, right? This is on the way down after 69K one time, and then this was the high shoulder, 59.6 of the first top in 2021. So obviously very important considering, right? And this is a chart, again, we've been working for months, fam, talking about this chart, but if we just zoom out here, right? And we just talk about kind of this range high, whatever you want to call it. Let's bring out the weekly. We're going to talk about the 2 month, the 4 month. We're going to get through all that stuff as well today. Just kind of catching up on some stuff. But if you could just look back at history, kind of violent moves that we could have. And these are the moves. I mean, this is a very volatile asset. Again, 56%. You all see that right there. We got 52%. We have 31% in a bull run. So easily could have that. I more or less think we're right about here. Okay, I think we're in something like this area. Gonna maybe see a high, maybe a low, but I think we're in this area personally. Or you could even compare it to 2015, kind of a chop zone. But regardless, right, fam, we can get easily an aggressive move. Right now, the weekly hasn't made a decision. We got 4 days left. Could have the weekly low be in? Sure. Could this be, we got some compression on this weekly, so they're holding this weekly right now. But this isn't a sure kind of buy sign, realistically, right? They're just kind of holding the bleed here out of this daily zone that we, or this daily range that we just broke yesterday. And again, this is the first day, fam, right? This is the first day that we've closed the daily below 61K. All right. And, to expect some type of V reversal immediately, I just don't see it. We could definitely have some swing failure pattern, SFP here going on. Again, we do have that 4-hour 57K little bit of support here. But again, I would like to see us with a 4-hour acceptance over 59.6 before I'm really going to be looking for longs. And I don't think this is over, fam. I do think them pumping in the close, that's great, but they're not changing anything here with this daily candle. They're not. As far as I'm concerned, we're in a new range between 56, 55. We can even get a little bit lower. Let's look at this 4-hour again. Yeah, right here. So 56.3. I think we did. No, we held that a little bit. 56K, 55K, and 59.6. And until we break a 4-hour over that range, I'm just, or under that range, I'm really not interested too much in trading this. I do think the closer you get to 59.6, shorts favor, and then the closer you get to 56.8, longs are the favor. So up here at this point, I'd kind of be looking for some shorts. And there's not, the alts, surprisingly, fam, had a very nice day. They relatively had a nice day, fam. I don't know if I want to switch to beat to alts real quick, but we'll use Solana as an example. We swept the lows here. That looks really, really good as far as like a technical standpoint. Sweeping the lows here could catch some momentum. We do have this going on right now for Solana. So we do have this little kind of downtrend here. Right, meme line here on the 4-hour. You'd like to see that break before you're jumping into longs. You could just simply take a breakout trade right there. But obviously you're gonna have to break these highs. Break these highs, then close a 4-hour over for 140 basically, and then you'd be interested in longs. But this is gonna get choppy, fam. I don't expect us to V reversal. I don't think this is gonna end anytime soon. I think it's time to kind of be patient, short big moves up, and until that doesn't work, basically, then you can start looking for aggressive swing longs. But right now, trying to, let's see, like on the 5-minute here for Solana, yeah, we're just going up there to resistance again. Got to get over this hump. But if we have any type of compression, we seen a little compression here. They would have to break over this wick again, not sweep, right? Sweep is bearish, but break over that wick for us to kind of be moving with most alts. But again, they did hold their base. They hold their kind of major levels of support for the most part, right? They've all held it. This is the really important level to hold for Solana, that 126, 127 zone. On the bigger time frame. So again, closing over it is what I mean by hold. You can wick below, that's fine, grab some liquidity, but holding this is definitely the most important for Solana, and most alts kind of have that same look. But Solana, you guys, fam, you gotta realize Solana is one of the better looking charts as far as like bullish coins going in the future, right? If you look at, let's take TIA. Everyone's all about Celestia, like this. And I don't own any of this, okay? But this chart looks way worse than Solana. Like, right? We're talking like lows to highs. This consolidation here would be extremely bullish. You see something like this, right? Move up for the highs. Then move up to the highs could be as soon as today or tomorrow. Depending on this daily close. So they're trying to close some things bullish here. Bitcoin's pumping a little bit, but and also another thing is a Sol Bitcoin, right? For example, had a nice bounce, very aggressive volatility. Isn't making a new high. We'd like to see that happen before Solana gets really bullish, but and it's still in a little bit of a downtrend. But again, alts held really well as long as Bitcoin really doesn't lose that 57K, which I think is going to happen, unfortunately, alts are going to hold up pretty well for this current zone that they're in. And now it's really up to Bitcoin, right? And going back to Bitcoin, let's zoom out. Let's talk about some bigger time frames. Let's go over the monthly for let's go over the 4 month. All right. And I'm gonna just let me pull up here. Okay, I need to pull up a new chart real quick. So let's pull up the 4 month because I don't think people realize you kind of go out and then we zoom in, right? We got to go out and then zoom in. That's how you work with TA, and especially if you're looking for like macro swings and bullish trends and whatever you want to call it, okay? But let's just look at this. All right, let's just, be constructive about this, no bias, whatever you want to call it. We're going to just throw up the 4 month resistance and supports, right? And we're going to see what, not always the most bullish case, right? When you see this break of the 4 month, but it's always macro bullish, right? Like it's not instantly bullish, but it's definitely macro bullish. So regardless what everyone says, the 2 month looks like a inverted hammer. And you got the monthly looks really, it's engulfing. Oh my God. We'll talk about the engulfing monthly, fam. And look at this. This is a 4 month hanging man. Had you shorted this 4 month hanging man right here, basically at 64K, you could have held it all the way to the bottom of 16K. So a 4 month hanging man, people always miss those things. Here's a hanging man, had a little continuation here, but that was pretty clean play if you had played that back in 2021 bull run. But anyways, let's go back over here. Again, we're going to be constructive about this. This is the 4 month chart, all right, fam? Regardless what everyone says, we closed the 4 month fine, all right? In fact, if you want to get really technical, we're technically have tested the 4 month level. That's right. I said it. We tested here 57K, 57.9, whatever. We even wicked below it a little bit. Test that 4 month level. It's looking and providing support at this moment. Now, is this like macro support? Again, we were looking at that 4-hour time frame right here, and you can see on the 4-hour time frame the support here we made on the way up, right? That's kind of what we're using as support now. But we had that hit that support on the way up, and that support more or less is that 4 month that we're looking at. Now, because it's a 4 month time frame, and this is where people always fuck it up, right? Because it's a 4 month time frame, we have, that's right, 4 months to play down here. 4 months, fam. They could wick it down here in some black swan and then recover. Wait, Savage, that's unrealistic. No, it's not, actually. That's exactly what they did for COVID. Not unrealistic. Like, this is 8 months right here. Top to bottom, 8 months of COVID. So they could easily come down here with that 4-month candle wick. We could even close a red down here that doesn't completely engulf this candle. I wouldn't want to see this 4-month engulf another quarter, a third of the year. That's what 4 months is, right? 3 4-month candles in a year. But again, we could wick down here. We have a lot of time. We have 4 months, man. That's actually how I see it. I see we have 4 months. 4 months to play around, chop, destroy sentiment, reset funding completely. Like longs are still paying shorts right now, fam. Longs are still paying shorts. Is it still no voice? Can you guys not hear me? Or am I tripping? Please tell me. Oh, we can hear me. Okay, hold on. I'm just fixing the camera. All right. So we have 4 months. 4 months. That's how I see it. 4 months of chop, fam. Accept it. It's completely accept it, fam. It's not the worst. It's not the end of the world. play the ranges. You know, as a trader, I like this stuff. You know, I see 59.6 short area. I see a 56.8 long area. I think this probably going to come back down. They're kind of just grabbing some more long liquidity. People are still longing, which is unreal. Like people are trying to grab like the generational bottom. Um, but as far as the bull run goes, you know, going back to that monthly, let's go right here. We'll look at the 4 month. Let's go look at the monthly real quick. Engulfing monthly does not mean everything. Okay, look at this candle. All right, back in 2021, we were in a bull run. Right, summer we go in. Right, Elon Musk, Doge, 72 cents. Or Dogecoin. Elon Musk is on Saturday Night Live talking about Dogecoin. Right, we crash. Okay, we had this candle on a monthly candle, and then we had, what is this candle? This candle is an engulfing candle. Was it the end of the bull run? No, it was not the end of the bull run. We ended up making a nice rounded bottom here on these wicks even. I was bullish down here if you had known me back then, for the record. Got bearish in here, not gonna lie, then got bullish for the rest of it. But regardless, one engulfing monthly candle does not say it all. So again, the monthly engulfing, not really concerned with it. I was more concerned with that 4 month level of 57K, and we closed way over it. Okay, way over it. All right, let's look at the 2 month. The 2 month, right? I get it. All right, this looks bearish, and it probably is bearish. We're probably gonna close a 2 month red. Okay, so the next 2 months will probably be lower. At some point, we could close the 2 month lower. Let's say, like we could close, like right now we're at 57K. In 2 months, we could be at 53K still, right? We could be at 47K, 49K. It could be, we're going to talk about how low this baby could go. You know, if we're just going to be completely honest, and this is where it could go, right? We all know it can go to 28, 32K. That would definitely scare the fuck out of a lot of people. I think in the worst situation, that is definitely possible. Is it the situation I see right now? Not really. I'm not like selling you that we're going to go to 32K right now. But I am saying that there's going to be a long time to accumulate, a long time to reset sentiment, to change people's mind, to force them to sell their bags. Probably going to see another level lower on alts, unfortunately. You know, it looks really good right now, fam, but I do see us coming down. You know, we went from the third floor to the second floor. Unfortunately, I do think we're going to come down one more major level for alts. That means, you know, $90 Solana, Jupe could go to 64 cents, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But honestly, fam, like this is a great opportunity. That's how I see it. This is a great opportunity. It's not the worst thing that could have happened. It's something I was really not just seeing on the charts, but I was emotional. I kind of was hoping that we would have a longer time to accumulate. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing just basically markets pull back in general. Go over the S&P real quick before we start going over alts. But here's the S&P, fam. The S&P, you know, looks pretty, isn't the best looking daily or 4 hour right there. Let's look at the daily real quick. Oh yeah, the daily looks horrible right there. Broke down the meme line, you know, easily could come up here, make a little bit more wick left and come back down, but we have compression on this daily. Not the best look. Easily could go up. But obviously, you can look at that daily for yourself on the S&P. It says it all. All right. NASDAQ, compression on this daily, not good. Okay. Even if you close it green, that's a not good compression right there, coming off of a huge expansion, breaking down some structure here as well. This is the NASDAQ. We got now a confirmed, right, lower high here. So, that's not a great look. And just in general, right, we've got the dollar here. The dollar's okay. Now, talk about engulfings, right? So the dollar right now is engulfing the previous daily candle. It is what it is, but as long as we hold this zone, as far as I'm concerned, the 105 zone, the dollar is okay, and it could continue. If it breaks down this zone, it could help Bitcoin bounce. That's definitely something to watch out for. Okay, let's go to alts here a second, right? Well, I'll use Jupe as an example. Everyone knows probably my four biggest bags right now. My I have some scraps laying around of other crypto, but these are like my four bags. We'll just call them my four bags. Jupe Soul, um, Jupe Soul, Tell, and then I have a bag of JLP. Now, JLP is a liquidity token. It's tied to Solana and Jupe. So really, if you look at the three coins I have, it's Tell, Jupe, and Soul. And I'm buying Tell even at these prices. I think the prices are still relatively low. It has very little impact recently. We haven't really changed anything. Tell is actually at the number higher. It's still at a price higher than what I when I told you to start buying it. So earlier this year. So Tell has held up really well. Jupe has held up really well, and Solana has held up really well. But let's say Bitcoin does take that trip down to 53K, even goes lower. I could totally see this coming down here. One more, right? One more level down. And, that would be a great opportunity to be able to buy Jupe at 65 to 75 cents. Are we going to get it? I can't tell you, can't guarantee it, but you can see right here we spent not that much time. We spent 2 days in that really 70 73 cent zone. So easily could come down here, one more trip down and then take off. And that's the same thing with Solana, right? So just had a change. Let me see here. Dailies are right. Let me see the 2 day real quick. I'm gonna start checking some. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The 2 days, the volatility is bullish. I really can't check the 2 day on the Jupe. Let me see Bitcoin here. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for the longs. This could be expansion down. It's really hard to tell, but a double flat like that on the volatility. Um, anyways, regardless, right? Solana, same thing. All right, we could just use something like fixed range volume profile, right? And let's just cover this whole zone right here, right? So there it is, right? That's a great area. We could drop to wick to what is that? 93 to 102. Could come that low. That would be the next zone for Solana. And so, but again, overall, Jupe's a winner. Solana's a winner. I'm not touching really anything else. I'm not a big fan of Inge or Tia or even Aptos or any of those coins. I mean, the charts don't lie, fam. Solana and Jupe, and Jupe just is. You gotta realize Jupe is tied to Solana, so Solana in general has just really been a big winner. And let's look at some kind of macro Solana real quick. Like this is a really bad look. We went from an uptrend to a downtrend real quick. Until we break this downtrend, we're going to continue down. It's pretty steep too, fam. This is a pretty steep downtrend. I could see us coming down one more level. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, just dollar cost average. Be patient. We'll look at the 2 hour. All right, we're probably gonna get another wick up here. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been streaming too much Rip Bureau. I think that there could be. I think there could be a recovery, but for right now, Bitcoin's not really showing anything. What up, Carlo Gambino? How you doing? Bitcoin's not really. Oh, let's look at our EMAs and MAs. I think we're gonna wick here and then reject again. I wouldn't. I would not. This is a great short opportunity right here. I tell you that. Something like that. Looks like the 30 minutes gonna turn into a wick. Just saying. Anyways, fam, I just wanted a quick update stream. I'm gonna try to do these more often again, get back into the routine. Really appreciate all the love. Want to just catch you up with the markets, kind of settle people down, especially my fam, settle you guys down. Just be patient. If anything, you're buying spot. I love the price right now of Solana. I love the price of Jupe. Could Solana go down to that lower level, 93? It certainly can. I don't see it really going below 90. I don't see Jupe going below 65. So I think at these current prices, you're buying spot. It's a good opportunity to buy a spot. Watch this meme line right here. I mean, you can play it two ways. This is kind of a swing, or fuck it, you could even play it tight right here. And go crazy with it. I love the low volatility on this 30-minute. Let's see what that 30-minute gives us. But as far as I'm concerned right now, lower, right? Lower. We got this daily we broke down yesterday. That was the clear short. We got a little bit lower. Yeah, we got a little bit lower. And I tell you what, we do have a long signal for right now. We do have a long signal for right now on the daily volatility. So, you get stopped out of that short. It is what it is. You play it tight. Stop loss 59.3 or yesterday's high, basically. Or not high, excuse me. 12-hour high? Yeah, 12-hour high. Probably be like 60K. I'm telling you right now, 60K, that's the number. Let's see. Let's see what we can get down here, fam. Come down here and then swoop up. We'll see. Anyways, Matt.